Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Council of Geniuses, episode number
35.
35.
35.
35. 35. Um, yeah, this is weird for us because we're recording without 34 having been up yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because I was sick. I had the flu really fucking bad. Like, I feel like I underestimated how sick I was.
Mm,
Because I remember when we recorded, I was sick.
mm.
That shit feels like yesterday, dude, that we recorded.
Yeah, it was pretty recent. My lazy eyes going crazy right now. What the fuck?
Okay, it's not that lazy, but he's pretty active.
Bro, watch.
Oh yeah, that's pretty gross. Um, um, no, but yeah, like that shit feels pretty fucking like
Yeah, it was
recent, but
pretty
it was
recent.
last week. Um, that's weird. But yeah, I was really sick that day, and I thought it was just because I was drinking that like
Mm,
light was bothering me, and I
yeah.
just kind of felt like sluggish.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I would probably feel that same way.
And I was like, nah, it's just that. And then, but when I was leaving, your mom told me she's like, yo, like you feel kind of warm, like
Mm,
you have a fever or something. And I was like, nah, I've just had the coat on all day. And she's like, oh,
okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. And then I got home and I was sick as fuck. And I was taking all sorts of medicine. Like I was mixing medicine and all sorts of shit. Living dangerously, bro.
Bro was fucking experimenting, bro.
Yeah, experiment. I was sipping, bro. Yeah, I was sipping. All right. And another little thing, subscribe. I always leave it for the end, and I feel like no
Oh
one
yeah.
watches it towards the end.
Yeah.
So I have to leave it at the beginning. Or
We want
put it at the
you
beginning.
to subscribe.
We want you to subscribe right now, please.
The people on the TV ask you to pay money to kids in Africa, and we're asking you just to subscribe.
Yeah, you don't have to give us money. You can if you want to, but
We're not Africa. We're not gonna ask you to do that.
yeah, we're not kids either. So it's
I'm not black, not yet. But I don't need like Africa stuff.
fuck is Africa stuff.
Like I don't like stuff that Africa needs. I don't need like I mean I actually do need I technically do
Like you
need
need
water.
water. Like you need it to live. You don't need it though, you know?
Yeah, I don't like struggle to get my hands on it, if that makes sense.
But yeah, another little thing, kind of embarrassing. We were trying to set up recording, and for some reason, Abel looked like a PS3 graphic person or like a Central American.
Yeah, I was just super grainy, bro.
Yeah, it was super grainy, low quality, and I looked fine.
Yeah, it was weird.
And it was like, what the fuck? Like, what's up with that, Abel? And I thought it was the light because we were gonna record inside his house first. And I thought it was like the lighting like setup, and I was trying to move stuff around and like, oh, what if we move closer? What if we move further? What if we turn the light off? What if we switch the light bulbs?
Yeah, I need to switch those back actually. Forgot about that.
It's gonna be one yellow one and one white one. Um, but yeah, so we did all sorts of crazy shit, and then I was like, what if I switched chairs? Because what if it's not just Abel who's like that,
Mm,
you know? And then I switched chairs, and I looked grainy, and I was like, all right, it's probably just the seat.
yeah.
Like something's wrong with the way the light's hitting it or something. And then we moved outside, and it was the same issue. And while Abel got up to get a, a drink, I had the idea. I was like, what if the camera's kind of wonky? So I like licked my finger and I like rubbed it on the camera like this.
You're welcome. That was free.
Yeah, it's POV, you're my camera.
Mm.
Um and then I sat down and I was like, holy shit, it looks good.
I don't look at grainy.
So I don't know if every single video, like I don't know if this one is gonna look way better than the other ones.
That'd be kind of funny if it did
It
though.
would be really funny.
Yeah.
Cause I never really noticed them looking bad.
Yeah.
Or maybe because I feel like they've always looked the same.
Mm.
Like maybe they looked bad, but they all look bad, so I wouldn't notice like a dip.
Difference.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm. Actually, now that I think about it, bro, when we were first recording in the tarp,
Mm.
it looked really fucking good.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That should look really, and we'd be really far.
Mm.
And then I remember when we'd be in here, like, oh, we have to get closer because we look kind of bad.
That's true. The whole time it was just
The
dust.
whole time we've had like fucking issues with with our video quality because the my shit was dusty.
God
Yeah,
damn.
because now the light doesn't bother me as much. Like it's
Mm,
obviously you can still see it, but it's not like a hindrance, I think. That's crazy. Maybe this nah, I don't think I could wipe that.
I
I might just
mean,
need a new one.
um,
Like this might just be like peak performance.
that's true. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, a little silly. We're still learning with this shit. And there's little stuff like cleaning my computer camera.
Kind of overlooked that.
Yeah, I kind of overlooked that. Just thought it would stay clean, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I figure like if I use it, it wouldn't. Like I don't know where the fuck dust comes from.
Oh yeah.
Like I know dust like settles if you don't
Like
use
yeah,
stuff,
but
but I
what
mean
is it
like I
born?
use it every day.
I know it multiplies, like cells and stuff.
Yeah, what?
But like, how does it start?
I don't know. If you're
Astrophysicists, let us know.
if you have a high school diploma, let us know.
Ours don't. Ours didn't work that well.
Yeah, if you guys you could tell. That's why we're doing this and instead of real jobs. Um, I have mouths to feed, guys.
Please subscribe.
Alright.
We're gonna give you guys like a special little angle, like a little silly angle of us both laying down on hammocks. As you
Mhm.
can see, this one's kind of like fucked up. The reason for that is as we were setting shit up and texting it, I was, laying down and it fucking ripped and I fell down through that shit.
It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Abel was sitting in it and he's like, "There's a hole in it," and I was like, "Oh yeah, bro, so you can sit the other way."
Yeah.
Um, and then he was like just sitting there, and you could hear like you could hear it ripping
Yeah,
slowly, and
but
he
it
was
was
like,
like
"It's
still a small
no,
hole.
yeah, it
And I
was a
saw
super small
like you see
tear."
it in like the camera and I just saw like my cheek hanging out. And it was like super small hole. And all of a sudden I just fucking fall through that shit
Yeah,
and
you. He's like, and I'm setting up the other
hammock.
hammock. I'll say teepee, bro. The other hammock, and then I hear the thing go, and I turn around and I see Abel just pop, just
This shit
drop,
fucking
and there's like
hurt,
a
bro.
metal
There's
pole
a middle pole on the bottom and I landed on that shit on my fucking like right
tailbone.
butt cheek
Yeah,
and it still kind of hurts. But it's kind of sucked because I wanted to record on that, but we can't now, obviously. Maybe next time or whenever we get new ones.
also because it's Abel's mom's,
Yeah, and
and Abel doesn't have a way to pay for it.
it's not about paying for it.
Well, you have to replace it, Abel, because you ripped it.
It was already ripped, bro.
Yeah, but you broke it. You ripped it beyond usage.
If you like sell somebody an airplane without an engine, bro, and it crashes, bro, you're not gonna be like, "Why'd you crash my airplane, you silly booger?" You're gonna be like,
That's not the
"I
same
probably
thing.
should have put my engine in
That's
that."
not the same thing though.
Or like, what if I
Because
like,
if you sell an airplane, you don't own it, so it doesn't matter anymore.
or like, what if I sell you a? Wait, no, this probably doesn't make sense. What if I sell you pants,
Uh-huh.
but they have a hole in the front,
Yeah.
and then when you're walking out, you get arrested for indecent exposure?
Hmm.
Is it my fault or is it your fault?
That's not the same thing though.
I'm not very good at analogies.
Yeah. I can tell, bro.
I That wasn't my fault. That was the fault of everything that led up to this moment. The butterfly effect.
All right, bro. All
Moving
right.
on.
All right, I'm gonna get into it
Dude,
now. All right. Abel,
yes, I do want to marry you. I was just kidding. I'm not gay and I'm already taken. Sorry, bro. My answer changes to no.
I'll still leave the first part in.
Bro,
Now I'll take it out, but I'm sent to Savannah, bro.
bro,
With no context, bro.
bro.
All right. Abel, have you heard of the game Power World, bro?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, what do you know about it, bro?
There's guns involved. It's like similar to Pokemon.
Tiny little ladder.
It's similar to Pokemon, and people are saying it's really good.
Yeah, yeah. People do say it's really good. It's a game, and you collect like little characters similar to Pokemon. They're called
Mm.
pals, and you make them fight, and you could shoot them with guns and stuff.
Oh damn.
And the game itself isn't super important. Like, I'm not here to talk to you about the game, like episode one, when we are talking about fucking Harry Potter,
Oh
the video
yeah.
game, for like extensive amounts of time, bro. I'm not gonna do that. I just want to say real quick though that the game itself, it started like a big discourse
Mm.
on Twitter.
Oh damn.
On Twitter that I've been like not following or keeping up with really, but I'm like aware of, you know?
Yeah. In the loop.
Yeah, I'm someone in the loop. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Dipping your toes in the
yeah,
loop.
like I'll pop my head in
Yeah.
and like, all right, this is the loop. All right, pop out, you know? And a big thing, bro, is that people are against it because
Mm.
it's a copy or a ripoff of Pokemon,
Mm.
you know? And I understand like Nintendo themselves are like suing or they're looking to sue or they're investigating,
Yeah.
see what they can do. Because obviously there's like only there's laws and stuff like
Yeah.
what you can do and you can't do as far as like copyright and
Yeah.
taking inspiration
Yeah.
from stuff. So I guess they're trying to look into like, do we have legal grounds to sue? I know they're suing a modder who put in actual Pokemon
Oh
characters in the
damn.
game though, but that's a modder, that's not the official
Yeah.
people. But a lot of people on a lot of Pokemon fans on Twitter, they're saying to not support Power World because they're ripping off Nintendo, and that we should be instead supporting Game Freak, which is a company that makes the
Mm.
Pokemon games, and Nintendo by only playing their games and not the other ones. And people are like boo, like if you like Power World, like boo, you're turning your back on Nintendo. Think of everything they've done for us. That's like 20 something years of entertainment that they've given us. And then regular thinking people are like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like you're like sticking up for a company
Yeah,
like
you're
that,
me
bro.
riding a fucking
Yeah,
billion
you're
dollar
me
business,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, you're glazing the fucking video game company who doesn't care about you, bro.
Yeah,
Especially
they don't know you though, bro. They don't know you, bro. They don't want to fuck you, bro.
yeah, yeah, they're not gonna let you hit, bro.
Yeah, relax, bro.
Yeah, and that's a really big thing that like stood out to me. Like it's not a super big popular issue or anything like
Mm.
that, but it stood out to me a lot because I feel like we see it like a lot these days, bro, where people like stick up for companies,
Mm.
or like they really get behind a company and like, it's kind of like their whole like identity,
Oh,
bro, and they take it a little too far. Like for me, bro, it really reminded me of um like Apple fanboys and
mm.
Android fanboys when they're like, "Oh, fuck you, you have an Android?"
Oh yeah.
or just shit like that, I think it's really silly. Like I remember back in like middle school and stuff, people like get clowned on for having
Oh
Androids.
yeah. I remember it, even in high school I had one,
Hmm.
and that shit fell out of my pocket, bro, and the battery fell out, bro, in the middle of class, bro. And the kid next to me was like, he just kept looking at me and like was smirking a little bit. I was like,
Nah, bro, the battery falling out was always fucking crazy,
I
bro.
was like, oh, bro, why now, bro?
I've had Androids probably most of my life. I
Mm.
remember I had to buy my iPhone, my first one. I had to get a job and buy it
Mm.
myself. Um, so I had an Android for like until like 11th grade or some
Yeah,
shit like that.
I was the same thing for me.
But I never had my fucking battery fall
Yeah, that
out.
shit was in the middle of class in the quiet ass fucking language arts classroom, bro. That was bad.
And it's like the fucking the Lego noises when they like
Yeah,
when
go,
they break. Yeah.
yeah.
Um, nah, and then on the other hand, they're like, oh, like, oh, you're what the fuck do the Android people say, bro? That's better about them. Like, oh, that they have
They call them like sheep and stuff, holding this
no, no, what do they say that Androids are better at?
um bat I don't know, they're like more durable, I guess.
Like, yeah, I guess so. But this is little shit. Like, who the fuck?
Yeah.
It's a fucking phone. Buy whatever phone you want, bro. Like, and then you have girls who are like, oh, you have an Android?
Yeah, I actually seen one of those recently too.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where it's like to a dating show, people sit in front of each other and then they
Mhm.
press the button. Have you seen those
Oh,
shits?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and they were getting along really well, and the guy's like, "All right, can I get your number then?" And she was, he said, "Can I give you my number then?" She's like, "Oh, I don't have my phone, and can I'll give you mine." And he's like, "All right." and he pulls out his Android, and she's like, "Oh, you have an Android? Sorry, this isn't gonna work out." She pressed the button.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
It's little shit like that. It's like little childish shit. I remember one time, bro. That kind of reminds me. Um, I was in language arts class and I was asking some girl to give me the answers
Yeah.
to the assignment because I just wasn't trying to do it. And I was like, "Oh yeah, can you pass me the answers?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'll airdrop it." And I was like, "Can I just take a picture of it?"
Oh,
And, and then I put on my phone and I was like, and she's like, "Oh yeah."
wow.
And then I took a picture of it. Oh, it's that kind of a weird story too, actually,
Come
because
on.
I took a picture. She was sitting next to me,
Yeah.
so I took a picture of it, and then I had my phone. Oh, you can see it.
Yeah.
I had my phone here under the desk. So the
Yeah.
desk is here, and I'm like doing my work
Yeah.
like this. I'm right-handed,
Yeah.
so I had to switch. So I'm doing my phone like my work like this, and we're sitting in rows,
Mm.
and the teacher fucking walks behind me, and she reaches here to grab my phone, but I had it. Like
Yeah.
I managed to grab it,
Yeah.
and she's like here, and we're like tug of warring for my phone, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, why is your hand here? Like, what the fuck?"
That's
She could have
crazy.
grabbed my wee wee, bro.
You should have not let her, but like you should have like said, "You're touching my wee wee," and that would have been pretty uncomfortable for them.
Imagine, bro. I'm just like, "Yo, the teacher's touching my dick. She's touching my dick."
Help! Help!
Because no one's really gonna know what's going on
Yeah.
under the desk unless, except the girl next to me.
And then
Um,
you could be like, "She touched it. She kept touching it, bro."
yeah, yeah, yeah. I probably should have, bro. I didn't really think of that.
That would have been kind of silly, I think.
That would have been really silly. I just remembered that though. Holy shit,
That's pretty crazy.
that is really crazy.
I wouldn't, if I was a teacher, I wouldn't risk that. I'd be like, "Oh, I saw your phone, give it to me, or you're in trouble, or something like that." But I wouldn't fucking reach for it in that situation.
Yeah, that was really fucking weird. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, just shit like that again. Like brand, like weird senses of brand loyalty. Like
Yeah.
people who only wear like Nike, you know? Or people who only like, oh yeah, I only wear this. I used to be like that as a little kid because I thought certain brands were cool and certain brands weren't cool, bro.
Yeah, but that's different though.
Yeah.
It's like kid shit too.
Yeah, it is kids shit. Like well, I guess yeah, like kids are like clowning on like in high school and middle school
Mm.
if somebody like was wearing like Skechers, bro,
Yeah.
and be like, "Pfft, this fool got Skechers on, bro."
Yeah.
Like,
Now you just see people just wearing them every day because they're comfortable, I guess.
yeah, they are pretty comfortable, I've heard. My mom wears them a lot.
I think mine those too.
And then like yeah, just shit like
Yeah,
that,
because
bro.
like even as a kid, you'd be like, Ronaldo wears Nike. I only like Nike.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like it was like that. Like
Yeah.
if you like Ronaldo, you were like a Nike head, but if you
Yeah.
like Messi, you were like an Adidas supporter.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit like that. But I grew out of it.
That whatever looks nice, I guess.
Yeah, I just buy shit if it looks cool, you know? If I like it, I guess. If I could really see myself wearing it, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of cool. Um, but there's a lot of people who still think like that, bro.
Yeah,
Who
it's
are
true.
still like, oh, like I can only have coffee, it's from Starbucks, you know? Or yeah, like I can only have Apple products, I can only have an iPhone, I can only have a MacBook or whatever, an iPad, you know?
Yeah, it's kind
Shit like
kind of
that.
weird.
And it is really weird because you like they feel like a weird sense of like belonging to the company
Yeah, I feel like it's just
when they're just a fucking
society
they're
now.
just a customer,
Yeah, a
you
lot of
know?
people try to feel bigger, like feel a part of something bigger.
Yeah. Especially it's really fucked up because I feel like it's really similar to like parasocial relationships that
Mm,
people have like with like
yeah,
content creators and stuff. They feel like a bond that isn't there because the content creator doesn't care for them as a friend or as a
they just see it as
person.
a number,
They
bro.
see him as a number, either like a view number or like a monetary amount, like a donation.
Mm,
The same way a company, they're like, okay, like
customer,
yeah, $200 or whatever, X amount of money. They don't care that fucking Johnny,
defended
l-
us on Twitter,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, Johnny's sticking up for Apple's honor. Like they don't give a fuck. They're not gonna give him anything,
Yeah,
you know, shit like that. And it gets really sad. And I was talking about this with my girlfriend yesterday, and I was like, I wonder why that is. And my girlfriend, she's really smart and really cool, and I love her. And she told me to say that.
she's off camera pointing a gun to my head right now. Was that okay, baby?
No, no, no. Nah, but she's studying psychology. So
Uh-huh.
I was trying to see if she knew anything,
Yeah.
right? Well, obviously she knows
She knows
but if
something.
she knew something like
Yeah.
about like related to that, right? Because I'm not a psychology major. I'm just a silly guy who makes videos, you know? But she goes to school for related stuff.
That's pretty cool. Psychology
And she's
teachers and
like,
stuff.
yeah, like when I get home, like I'll look into it.
Mm.
And then I started looking into it, like I started thinking about it more. We were just driving around. I was thinking about it more, and I was like, I mean, it's really just part like wanting to feel like identity, like a group identity, like part of
Yeah.
a group, part of a unit, like-minded individuals or whatever.
Mm.
It's not too different than like a sports fan
Yes, true.
or like a I guess like a nah, I guess a gang would be different.
Yeah, it's more you're actually participating in that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that is true actually. Like a sports fan, and a lot of people talk shit about sports fans, and they're like, oh, like especially like when I say like, oh, we lost,
Mm.
and then
They're
like
like we
non-sports heads wouldn't get it, and they're like, who's we? Were
you
you playing?
yeah.
Did you played yesterday? Well, like obviously I didn't fucking play, but that's my team. Like I support them, but it's the same shit. You know, like I rationalize, I no, I justify it
Mm.
because I get it. Like I'm in that spot. But to other people, yeah, it would be like, why are you upset when Manchester United lost?
They do be losing a lot
They
though.
they they won today.
Oh shit. I guess who?
Newport.
Mm. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Respectable.
They can only play who's in front of them, bro.
That's true, I guess, yeah.
Yep, yep. Um, but yeah, like, oh, like, why are you upset when they lost? Why are you so excited? They just like it's some guys won a sports game.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people like to talk shit on sports fans. But it's a similar thing. And then I really started thinking about it. It's like, man, I guess that's just like everyone, bro. Because
Yeah.
everyone like wants to like humans are just social people, like social creatures, and they want to have like a sense of
Belonging.
belonging and stuff. And some people wouldn't get it. Like I talk shit a lot about like K-pop people. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. Why are you like this?
Yeah, but to be honest though, I feel like some people take it too far.
Some people do take it too far in any group. In any group,
Yeah.
people take it too far. But like my little sister, she doesn't. She's a little kid. She can't fucking take it anywhere. You know,
Yeah.
she likes the music and stuff.
Some people make that whole their whole identity though, and they like defend that shit wholeheartedly online. Like that they
Yeah,
spend their whole day doing that,
yeah.
defending it.
But even my little sister, like, I'm like, that's kind of weird, bro. Like, why is she so into this? Like, why does she like this shit? But I'm like, it's just, I don't know, just something she likes, bro. It's the same
Yeah.
shit. Like,
What we liked when we were
you
young.
could ask me, like, yeah, why are you so into fucking Manchester United? You know, why are you're not from there?
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm like,
true.
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so. I guess that's right. That's true. Um, so I guess it's just part of maturing, bro. Where I'm kind of realizing that everyone just kind of has their likes and
Yeah,
wants to find like-minded individuals
yeah, that's
to
true.
talk to and get along with.
And also with like people looking down on others for what they like too.
Hmm.
I feel like a lot of people do that, not really realizing that they do the same thing just in different ways.
Yeah, because that's really where it really came. Like it really got to me where I was like, damn, like I like stuff the same way. It's just
Yeah.
different things.
Also, some people are just more passionate about stuff.
Some people
Maybe
are more
because they're
passionate.
wrong.
That is true. Some people are more passionate. Maybe just have less going on in their
Yeah. It,
then they attribute more to this or they just have more time to be into something.
mm,
Um, yeah, like it's not like a bad thing unless it is a bad thing. Like if the group you want to belong to is like
the
the
KKK.
KKK or something,
Yeah.
then I would say that's pretty bad.
Yeah, you should stop that right now. I don't think
Um,
they're gonna listen to me though, because I'm brown.
mm,
But if I was white, I would still tell you to stop that.
would you though?
Yeah, because
You
like
you can't know because we wouldn't know how you'd be if you were white, able.
I know how I'd be if I was white.
No, you wouldn't. Ethnically white or physically white?
Both.
If you were ethnically white, you wouldn't have the same parents,
Oh
so
shit.
you'd be a whole different person.
Yeah, never mind. Fuck that.
Yeah, if maybe if you were physically white, yeah, because you'd still be the same
Yeah.
person,
And I could
more or
just
less.
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Um, but yeah, like unless it's like a bad group like that or like neo-Nazis or something, then yeah, don't try to not be a part of that. But yeah, it's just it's a like a human nature thing. And then yeah, my girlfriend was telling me like, yeah, it's like a I guess it's like a kind of like a tribalism type thing too. Like
Mm.
since the start of humanity, bro. Like people were in like little groups, little tribes,
That's
and
true.
like I guess back then, bro, it'd be like, oh, this tribe and this tribe over here, they're physically the same, but they're against each other just because they're
Yeah.
different tribes.
Yeah, because they grew up differently, different beliefs and everything. When you
Yeah.
think about it, everything is like that, to be honest, because
Mhm.
we're all fucking human.
Yeah.
We should all be like on the same team, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. We should all theoretically, not for everything, obviously,
Yeah, but also like
but I feel like we should want
should aim for that. Aim to have good
humanity
intentions.
first. You know, like we should have people's best interests
Yeah.
normally. Um, but I feel like another thing too, when I was thinking about this, is like politics, bro.
Hmm.
Especially today. Not today
The
as
28th
in
of
January the
January.
28th, but today is in like
This time.
this time because elections are coming up soon. And something that does worry me a lot about people belonging and trying to fit in groups
Hmm.
is when they just try to do that shit blindly. Because I remember 4 years ago,
Hmm.
2020 elections.
Oh yeah, when I raided the Capitol. I mean, when the people raided the Capitol.
That wasn't 4 years ago.
What was that?
2021. That was 3 years ago.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, because it changed. Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
like the elections later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the election was before.
Oh yeah, the
Because they were
elections.
there because they were upset
Yeah,
about that.
yeah, I meant like later on in the year, so that's why I turned over to the new
Yeah.
year. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know when I don't know what year that was. Might have been 22.
Nothing with that.
Oh, it was 2021.
I'm a motherfucking boner.
No, you said 4 years ago, stupid.
Oh shit.
I was right initially.
Fuck. I hate
Why'd you call yourself a boner on the video?
Smoke Perp said that in a freestyle. Search it up.
Shout out Smoke Perp.
The homie. My favorite freestyler.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, but yeah, so 2020 is when a lot of our peers were able to vote for the first time.
Oh yeah.
You weren't.
No, I was a little too late to the party.
Yeah, Abel's birthday is after election day. And I was able to vote, but I registered late, so I wasn't actually.
Damn.
Um, but I remember like seeing like people on Instagram like
Mm,
talking about politics and shit for the first time. You know, like people I knew. Because obviously you see politics all the time
yeah.
online, but now it was like it's not a random person. Now it's like my friend from school who's
Yeah.
talking about it and saying like what they're gonna vote for and shit like that.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting too.
And it got weird. But something that really stuck out to me was this girl Jocelyn. That's her real name.
Hmm.
So Jocelyn, she posted vote blue no matter who. And that shit really got to me. I was like, that doesn't make any fucking sense, bro. Like vote blue, yeah, if you want to,
Yeah.
you know, but not regardless.
Yeah, like
Like
what
you,
if it's like a bad guy?
yeah, like, cause I know a lot of people don't care
Mm,
enough to watch stuff,
yeah.
and they'll just go off like what the news says
But
or
at least
what
then it's like you're
their
at least
coworker tells
being
them.
informed. Yeah.
Like I like being informed.
Yeah.
I like reading and I like learning and discussing and stuff. But I know a lot of people don't. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't care. They either just don't want to or they don't have time.
Close-minded too
Mm-hmm.
sometimes.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, don't do that. And that's how people get really like, I guess radicalized, bro, eventually.
Yeah.
When all they hear is like a certain opinion.
And it just gets stronger and stronger because it's just bouncing in the same echo chamber.
Yeah, yeah, and that's how you get people storming the Capitol, type shit.
Yeah.
I feel like I thought of more stuff to say yesterday, but now I forgot about it.
Mm. Well, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of important to have people that like surround yourself with people that aren't really super similar to you. Like obviously you want to surround yourself with people that are similar to you because that's just how friends are.
Hmm.
But like also just being open to being wrong.
Yeah, and I guess not like shutting out people who are
Yeah.
different, you know?
Because like obviously you're gonna have everybody has a certain level of confidence to what you're saying in your head. You think you're right, but just having the possibility of being wrong in your head also. I feel like just having that is enough. Just being open to being wrong, and that's huge. Oh, oh, yeah.
But actually, bro, off to a different thought that appeared in my brain right now. Gypsy Rose.
Oh
Talked about her
yeah,
a couple weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, month
yeah,
and a half perhaps. Cat. Um, now people are like turning against her.
yeah. Against her, bro. What she
Yeah.
do?
So she's actually done a lot.
Like,
Let me explain, bro. So she's been making like appearances on like news and podcasts and
yeah.
stuff. We had her booked for
Oh
next
yeah.
week,
Mm.
but there's backlash and stuff. So I told her like, sorry, Gypsy Rose,
Too
we can't.
risky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't do it anymore. Sorry. She was really bummed out. She really wanted to meet me. I guess you. Um. But she was on a podcast. I don't know who it was with, what podcast. It doesn't really matter. I don't care. Um, unless they watch this.
Damn, I do care, and you guys should shout us out. We're actually your biggest
Yeah,
fans.
yeah. I'm just gatekeeping.
Yeah,
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 that's how big of a fan I am. But not. And then I think they asked her like something about backlash and people like being against her,
yeah.
and she's like, "Oh, it's not like I killed her. Like
Mm,
people are mad at me like if I killed her or some shit like that." When it's like, yeah, you like, physically didn't kill her, but you kind of killed her, you know? And then another thing too, she's making like actual like news appearances as well, along with podcasts. And I don't know where this was at, but it was some interview with
yeah.
her and her husband.
Mm,
So and they were asking him a question about Gypsy, right? And he's answering it. He looks like such a nice guy in that little 10-second clip.
mm,
Like he's so like happy. Like he's committed
yeah.
crimes, so I'm not gonna call him a good guy and stuff like that.
Mm,
But he looked like a cheerful guy. Like he was so happy to be talking about her and to be there with her.
yeah.
And he looked so like excited to be sharing his answer. And they're like holding hands. I'm not gonna hold your hand, but they're holding hands. And he's talking, and she like squeezes his hand and like like whispers him to like shut up or like to stop talking,
Damn,
which in and of itself,
it's kind of
okay,
weird.
whatever. Like yeah, it's a little weird,
Yeah,
but
it's not super crazy, but
it's
it's
not enough to like make me dislike someone,
yeah.
you know? Because maybe he was saying too much, you know? Now that you coughed, it kind of reminded me of there was an interview with King Von
Mm,
and Lil Durk on the Breakfast Club podcast. I know that
mm.
podcast. I'm not gonna shout him out though. Um,
Scooby,
what's up, Scooby?
Scooby.
And they were asking King Von something that potentially could have incriminated he could have incriminated himself.
Mm,
And as he was talking, Lil Durk, he's like to
mm.
King Von, and King Von looks, and he just shuts up, like he stops talking, right? Like that's they're not gonna hate
Yeah.
Lil Durk, you know? But a lot of people were like, yo, like, that's the same shit that Gypsy's mom would do to her when they were making like news appearances and stuff. And you could see it. Someone brought like a side by side video of like what she was doing and what her
Mm.
mom did to her. And it's the same fucking thing.
God
Like
damn.
she squeezed her hand the same way that fucking Gypsy Rose squeezed the guy's hand. And people were like, what the fuck? And a lot of people were like turning against her. But I know a lot of people are like, nah, don't listen to them, Gypsy Rose. You do you.
Slay Queen.
Yeah.
Well, that's just what they say.
Sound gay.
Uh, I meant to sound like a feminine way. I'm not gay.
That's one of the video.
Uh,
Um, but yeah, just a little update.
mm,
And I was talking about it with my girlfriend too, and she said, "Oh, do you ever wonder like if she's gonna do something to go back to jail?" Oh,
mm,
'cause she's like, "Oh, I hope she doesn't fucking hurt him or some shit." And I'm like,
yeah,
"I don't think she would."
but
Like, 'cause I was telling her this too. I was like, "Well, I mean, maybe she doesn't even do that shit intentionally. Like, it's all she knows,
mm,
you know? Like her whole life she was just with her mom. Well, her
it's
whole
true.
upbringing, she was just with her mom and sometimes the news. But she lived with only her mom,
Yeah,
and
it's
all she
true.
knew was like the way her mom would treat her. So maybe she just thought that shit was normal. Maybe it's just like instinctual, you know? And maybe she's not doing it out of like a controlling this.
Yeah.
I say that.
Hmm?
That's not say that. Maybe she's not trying to do it to control this guy, but it's just like it's just what she knows, and it's just like familiar to her.
Mm,
So subconsciously she's doing it. Maybe, or maybe she's just a bad person.
yeah.
We don't know. Um, and she was like, yeah, like I hope she doesn't hurt him. I like, do you think she's gonna go back to jail? And I was like, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if she did go back to jail. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you think about that.
I don't know, just the I don't know what she would do though at the same time though. I feel like maybe for like a small misdemeanor or something like
That's
that.
what I told her. I was like, I think it might be something small. Like maybe she'll like hit him or something.
Yeah.
May or like, yeah, like hurt him. I don't think she'll like kill him though, or
Nah,
kill
I
anyone
doubt
else.
it.
I think. But who knows, you know? But there's happenings in the Gypsy Rose community. A lot of people are against her. I know Brianna was against her like from the start. She
Mm,
thought she should have gotten the same sentence as the other guy, as the guy who killed her
mm.
mom actually.
It's very common to think that happen.
What
People
was?
them getting the same sentence, like people getting the same sentence.
Holy shit! That's what it was. You're a genius, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank
I
you,
told
thank you,
you
thank you,
guys.
thank you, thank you. Holy shit. Another thing that's really common regarding sentencing, bro,
Mm,
is certain groups receiving lesser sentencing, women compared to men.
yeah,
Yeah. And I saw this thing, bro, where there was a woman. I don't. You probably read it. You probably saw it, heard of it. The woman who stabbed her boyfriend 108 times in
that's hilarious.
California. And this happened in 2018. She was convicted of involuntary manslaughter, right? But recently in
Mm.
court, she avoided prison time altogether, and she was sentenced to probation and community service. So it's 2 years
How
probation
the
and
fuck was that involuntary
a
manslaughter, first
hundred
of all?
hours of community service. Well, I'm getting there, bro.
Okay.
So the story, bro, she's all right. She's high
Mm.
off weed and stabs him. I don't know the. I guess I'll look into it right now. All right, all right. So this happened in California, bro, in 2018. Her name is Bryn Spectre. It's a weird name.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. But in California, she picked up a bread knife and stabbed her boyfriend 108 times,
Uh,
killing him, and then stabbed her dog, and then stabbed herself. But she lived because police arrived somehow. I don't know how police arrived. Maybe she called them or something. I don't know.
noise, something neighbors or something.
Yeah, maybe. So this happened 2018, and it's been in court and stuff. She's been in custody and stuff like that. Um, a couple months ago, a psychiatrist testified that she's a do-gooding, mentally well girl, but she suffered weed-induced psychosis because she was high at the time.
Yeah.
They had both smoked together. They had both smoked together, so she was high at the time, which I mean, he was also, right?
Mm.
It's naturally they smoked together. And now it came out, and she just got the probation and the community service. And I was talking about this with my girlfriend. The let me find the exact article I saw last time. This one. The defense claimed that she was involuntarily intoxicated, that the boyfriend had bullied and intimidated her into smoking the last bit of marijuana, and that yeah, and that's why she had fucking cannabis-induced psychosis and then killed him. And they believed it. That sounds so fucking silly to me.
Wow.
Yeah. And that kind of reminds me, bro. It just kind of gets me thinking that it's just some shit that we see like really common, bro. How women like get lighter sentences or don't even get like punished for shit, really.
Yeah, it's super light a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like baffling sometimes.
Yeah, like especially when you see with like teachers and stuff
Mm.
who like like sexually assault students and rape students. Well, I'll say that.
Just kind of like put a boing over it.
Alright. Um, yeah, when it's a guy, like obviously I think it's bad.
Yeah,
I'm not defending it. I'm not saying the guys should get less sentences too. They should all get heavy sentences. But when it's a man, he gets a really harsh sentence, justifiably
yeah,
so. Like
for
I
sure.
agree. But when it's a woman teacher, she'll get like nothing or like a light sentence, and the news doesn't even call it like R word or SA. They'll be like
Yeah.
they had an affair,
Mm.
you know? And that shit really like
Illegal affairs.
it really
But
grinds my gears, bro. And like you see a lot of like comments here like Ruse's teacher at when I was in school. And
yeah,
I feel like I make jokes like that too sometimes, but it's still a crime and I still want criminals to be punished
especially for
fairly.
shit like that.
Yeah, especially against like children, bro.
Yeah.
Cause I saw one case where a teacher was she R-worded the student, the male student,
Mm.
right? Like a middle schooler. And she got pregnant.
What the?
And I think she
The-
sued him for like child support and won. You know? Like this is really ridiculous, bro. It's really silly stuff here.
That's crazy to me.
Um, and yeah, it's just people like not it's not being not justice isn't being given fairly, and we need to defend the youth of America and the world.
Yeah, especially against stuff like that.
Yeah, especially against stuff like that. Punish women. Punish women.
I think we're all equal, so we deserve equal treatment.
Yeah. Next woman I see, getting one of these.
I hope you see a evildoer woman first.
Pipe your mom.
No.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't hit women anymore.
I've You see it often, and I think the main argument people give for the specifically the crime thing is that women are less likely to reoffend, and they
Yeah.
just have less, like they're less aggressive. It's just in general,
I
cause
guess that's just I just have a big issue with fucking justice, bro.
mm,
Cause I feel like yeah, reoffending and shit like that. I feel like that shouldn't be a
mm,
factor at all. Like rehabilitation shit. Fuck rehabilitation, bro. If you're a criminal, bro, fuck you. You should be in jail. You know? Cause I know in high school I might have talked about this before. In high school we had to do a presentation about juvenile justice.
mm,
So like trying like teenagers and minors in general as adults or not, and we had to make a stance about it, and we had to make a do a presentation about it, like what our stance was, like an
yeah,
argumentative thing. So we got to pick our sides. Um, and I said they should. I think a child or just a minor
mm,
should be tried as an adult for serious crimes, obviously. Um, and a big factor for people to say no was like, oh, like if you give them like a lighter sentence, they can be rehabilitated
mm,
to enter adult life bettered and
yeah.
with a different mindset, and we should try to help them and fix them or whatever. To that I say no.
Also, too,
I
like,
think it's a criminal, bro,
yeah,
and I don't think we should be helping criminals, bro. I think that's bad.
I think to an extent, also the rehabilitation system, especially in America, is fucking trash,
Hmm.
garbage. People who go to jail, especially the juvenile ones, they just, what do they do? Get put next to more juvenile criminals, bro. And then they learn more and more stuff. And they just,
Yeah.
that's all they know. However, what I do see from that is when you're young, you're kind of growing up and you're only doing what you know. And it's
Hmm.
kind of hard to like do anything else from that, especially when you're young. So I feel like that's kind of different as well. Because when you're growing up, you could see like what I'm doing isn't really, I don't have to do it,
Hmm.
but I still want to do it for whatever reason because I'm an adult. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but I have it for like serious crime, like
Oh, like
murdering
murder stuff
somebody.
like that, yeah,
Like I
because you
don't
know that's
like I
bad
think a
always.
murderer should just be in jail. Like I don't
Yeah,
think it matters if you were like 12
that's true.
or 30, you know? I think you should just be in jail forever. Maybe the death penalty or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think for me it depends how.
But obviously, like if some kid like shoplifted, I don't think he should be in jail. You know?
Mm,
That's a victimless crime even. Another thing about crime, bro. Holy shit. California, fuck you. I don't know if you've seen they're trying to propose a bill that new cars we're gonna have like a electric thing in them to stop them from going over the speed limit.
I did not see. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's something they're trying to, I guess, to pass, to
Yeah,
bill.
trying to implement.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's something we vote for or like senators vote for. Um, and I think that's stupid.
Yeah, because I feel like also there's certain situations where you kind of have to go. There's always
Fun.
instances. Fun, yeah, but like, let's say someone's chasing you, bro. Like, and you're in a dangerous situation and you need to go away, or like it's a medical emergency,
Mm,
or just stuff like that. You can't really account for right away. But
yeah.
if you just sit down and think about it, there's like a lot of instances where people have sped and is benefited.
Yeah, I mean, people spit.
Like, like when you had to speed up that other day or today, that was today. You had to speed up today in the freeway because someone was gonna hit you.
Oh yeah, someone almost rear-ended me and I had to speed up a little bit.
Like that could.
That shit was funny though. 'Cause it was some kid, bro. Like some guy was probably like my age or like a little younger.
Mm.
And then he passed by and he went like and then I couldn't even be mad anymore, bro. I
Like,
was like, that's fucking silly, bro.
bro.
Um, yeah, he almost did hit me from like he almost did rear end my vehicle.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I just think it's silly, bro, that they're trying to get in the way of me speeding, bro. I thought
allegedly.
I thought this no, I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
I thought this was America.
bro, literally just went on a whole rant about criminals being punished.
Yeah, but I said serious criminals,
Okay,
bro.
yeah, that's
Like
true.
I,
Yeah, yeah.
I, I said shoplifting is a victimless crime.
Mm.
Speeding is a victimless crime.
Unless you crash, bro.
Yeah, but then the crime isn't speeding anymore.
It's risky driving, and
It's
then
not risky though when I do it.
it's risk. It is risky because
Not when I do it.
it's more risky than driving the speed limit. 'Cause the
Driving
speed
is
limit,
risky already.
yeah, but like it gets more risky if you do an unnecessary thing because the roads are like there's calculations and shit that go into the speed limits in order to kind of manifest
Bro, if I go if
safety.
I go 60 or if I go 70 on the freeway, it doesn't matter.
I mean, it depends because
It's the
like
same shit.
if you do curbs and it says 25 and you hit it with a 40 or like a 45, then you could be going kind of
I do
crazy.
that all the time and it doesn't affect anything.
Well, if it what could affect it is if a little piece of gravel like buried itself into the ground and stuff just happened to be aligned in a certain way where if you were going 25, you would have been chilling, but if you're going 45, you would be like, oh no, and then
You stop doing these motions,
I
bro.
was just like trying to show you the car. You get me like into the border. I mean the barrier.
Okay, but then who gets hurt? Me.
Yeah, but like then the car behind you is gonna be like, you know?
All right. Speeding is a victimless crime, bro. Speeding is a victimless crime. I should be allowed to do it.
Actually,
Everyone should be allowed to do it, not just me.
but then like, what's the purpose of like speed limits then, bro?
There shouldn't
Suggestions?
be them.
There shouldn't be speed limits?
No.
What if you're in a school zone?
Fucking kids, bro. Why are they
I don't want to do that.
what not literally, bro. What is are they walking in the street, bro?
Occasionally to cross the border, I mean to cross the walk, the crosswalk.
Jaywalking is a crime.
I mean to like cross the crosswalk to use a crosswalk. What if the lady comes out with the stop? You know how she does that,
Mm-hmm.
or whoever does that, not just ladies. I just know a lot of ladies that do that. I don't know them personally, but like,
This isn't necessary information info.
I just whenever I see a lot of ladies doing that job
Mm-hmm.
predominantly. I seen one male do it, no two.
All right, bro, whatever. Just
Okay,
fucking
yeah, yeah. What if you're like you don't really see it, but because you're speeding, you can't really slow down in time, and you got to do a little one of those to kind of like do fast and then readjust yourself. But like that already puts a lot of
Abel,
danger.
if there's crosswalks, the streets have stop signs.
Not always. Not
That's the ones I see.
there's
Maybe
one.
maybe not your bunk city, but
Yeah, one in front of the high school around here. It doesn't have a stop. The lady just comes out with the little sign thing. She puts it up, and then you have to like slow down and then stop.
but then the crime isn't speeding, Abel.
It's well, yeah, it could be prevented by speeding. I mean, by not speeding.
The crime isn't speeding though. The crime there is like hitting someone with the car,
Yeah, but it's not
which
about.
is already a crime, and I don't think that should be decriminalized.
I think, but like speeding, like you could avoid that with no speeding. The crime, it's like a crime. It's like a
But the
it's
crime
like a
is not
gateway
paying
crime. It's
attention.
a gateway
The
crime.
crime is not well, it's not paying attention. You're not paying attention at 40, you're not
Yeah,
paying attention at 20.
yeah, but it's a gateway. No, but yeah, paying attention because you could react at 20. It's like a
You could
gateway.
react if you're going faster.
Yeah, but you're not gonna react fast enough. You're gonna
You could
be
I could.
Yeah, but like
Maybe you can't.
maybe it has to be a specific situation. Like, what if I'm walking in the street in a perfectly correct time and you hit me with your car and I'm like, what the freak, man? And
If
you're
it
like,
was you, it was on purpose.
dude, I burped and coughed at the same time. First of all, that's rude. Second of all, that's illegal. And that's a very bad crime. And you would have to go to jail for that one. Third of all, that could be avoided with speeding because then I could see you and I could hit one of those spin moves. So speeding is bad.
Alright, well, this isn't a real conversation anymore. You're just making shit up.
I could spin
The point is decriminalize speeding. Cause also, bro, if you think about it, when were speed limits made, bro?
December.
No, no. Like forever ago, bro, when cars were like shitty.
Mm.
And now we have cars that go like 0 to 60 in
I
like
mean,
2 seconds, bro, like a second.
yeah, but we also got dumb people.
Yeah, we have dumb people regardless though.
Yeah, but like we got dumb people that like if they have the freedom to be more dumb, they'll take it and then they'll be like double dumb.
Yeah, Abel, never mind. Yeah, Abel's
Like if I
Abel's a
maybe
bad
not
driver
give me,
already.
bro, one thing happened and it was somebody else's fault, and I'm taking it to my fucking grave now, bro. That's not what that means, but I'm a suffer. I'm gonna carry that cross on my back, bro. I'm basically Jesus because of that shit, bro.
You're not Jesus, bro. You're a sinner, bro.
I'm not. I'm a winner.
All right, I think we're done with this topic now.
Be safe.
Reject laws, embrace speeding.
Everybody say reject the devil.
I'm not gonna tell you what to do. We abide by religious freedom on the Council of Geniuses.
Yeah, it's true. If you want to be with freedom and religious, you could do
Freedom, if you want to be
that.
freedom and the religious.
Am I
Okay,
wrong?
bro. All right, man.
So I'm bringing more reviews to you guys again, you and them.
Me and you.
Yeah, and just like food reviews from around the area. I like handpicked some that I thought were silly and some that I just thought were like really opinionated, you know?
Hmm.
Like overly opinionated. Because I feel like it goes along with what you said before, with what people are like feeling part of a group and stuff.
Hmm.
Not that part, but the aspect of like really judging someone else from their own eyes too much. Not
Yeah,
really being open to their perspective and stuff like that. And I'll kind of explain more at the end. Because some people are kind of dumb.
you're kind of dumb.
Yeah, but like some people are like I'm dumb, but like I wouldn't like pretend to be smart, you know? Because I know I'm dumb.
You do pretend to be smart a lot.
I don't pretend, I'm just smart a lot. First review,
Maybe one day you'll believe it, buddy.
bro. First review. I have personal beef with this place. Because we went, you said it was okay. Christian said it was all right. I fucking hated it.
Where was it?
The chicken and waffles.
Oh, I love the chicken and
I
waffles.
fucking
It was
hated.
great.
I First of all, it's a black-owned business, so that's cool. That's cool. I'm just saying, getting out the way. That's cool. I support that.
You said
However,
first off,
no, I mean like I'm just getting that out of the way.
I hate it. First off,
I mean like,
I'm taking out the part that you said you're cool with it.
nah, like it's cool, but they're doing shame on the name or the game. There's shame on that. No, no, not like that. Like it's a shame. I support that they're black and they own a business. That's cool. I think black people should own a lot of businesses. However, wait, no, not however. I mean, like these people are really doing like good about it. Like they're giving them a bad name in my eyes, and in the
Yeah,
eyes of people here. So a lot of people are complaining about like wait times and stuff like that, and like root service.
I had a complaint about wait time, but I
Yeah,
feel like they made up for it and I rescinded my complaint.
mm. Yeah, because they gave you mac and cheese, no?
Yeah, because I remember backstory about our time there. We should probably talk about our time there and
Oh
why you
yeah,
hate
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I went, well, we went, it was you and
My brother,
Chris?
yeah.
Michelle didn't go?
No,
No, Michelle did not go. So it's just a chicken and waffle spot near Abel's house, like 5 minutes away.
yeah.
And we went because we are looking at a place to eat. I was like, yo, they got chicken and waffles. Pretty cool. We should go. And we all ordered chicken and waffles naturally. And Abel and Chris got theirs first. And I waited there probably for like 5, 10 minutes, just waiting on my chicken and waffles. And the guy was like, hey, you're waiting on chicken and waffles? And I'm like, yeah. and he's like, "Oh, sorry, like I don't know what happened. I'm gonna go get on that." And he brought it to me, and he gave me an extra side of mac and cheese that I did not order, and
It felt
and
like 30 minutes.
it was probably like 10 or it's probably like 10. Um, but I remember like I was really upset. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like, where's my food at, bro?" And
Yeah.
I kept turning. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like, what's going on?" And I remember they dropped something. I was like, "That was my fucking chicken and waffles." Something fell. Um, but I was like, you know what? I don't mind anymore because
Yeah.
he gave me the free mac and cheese and it was good and the food was good. Honestly, the food was pretty good. And the mac and cheese was good and I liked it and I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I have no quarrels. I would come back.
For me,
The
I
guy was really nice. The guy was really respectful and he was kind of funny to me too. I
well
think
actually there's another review that didn't like him. They
him
thought he was
specifically.
they thought he was rude. The big guy in the front they called him.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. But from my experience, I they gave it on time. I didn't like the chicken. I felt like it was too salty. The waffles were good. Um, even like drowned in syrup, the chicken was too salty for me. And the mac and cheese was pretty good though. Also, I enjoyed the mac and cheese here. I enjoyed the mac and cheese. Also, I just the wait time and for you that it didn't really upset me because I ate good, but like I meant like I don't know, I just didn't. It fed into my opinion more about like why I didn't fuck with them.
Mm.
I didn't don't feel as strongly as this person, but said this place should get torn down. The service sucked, and we were standing in line for 20 minutes. Not a single soul came out to help take orders or nothing.
Oh, setting a line is different.
Huh?
Setting a line is different.
Yeah. They're rude to the customers. The chicken wasn't cooked all the way, all bad, and they were pricey as hell. Not worth the price. It was actually pretty expensive for what it was.
Was it?
I think the prices were like $16 for like 3 pieces of chicken. I think my
I
food came out to $17.
I thought it was good. Maybe y'all are just broke.
It was $17 for I think 2 slices, 2 tenders of chicken and 2 waffles triangles with a side of mac and cheese.
I
I
don't
guess
have an
mostly
issue with
cheese.
it. I have money.
I'm just saying like for what it was pretty mid chicken.
I thought it was great. I thought it was superb. I thought it was splendid.
Boo. I I don't like it. Now we have our differences with me and I was about to say the black owned business, me and them with the chicken preferences.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, just everyone has different preferences for
Yeah.
food,
So
you
like
know?
I
I
I
don't like
understand.
I don't like eating shit with sauce.
Yeah, and I love sauce.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, I don't eat I don't eat food with sauce, bro.
Mm-mm.
Like nothing. I don't eat nothing with fucking sauce. And people think it's really weird. But I don't eat nothing with sauce. So it's just everyone has differences, you know?
Yeah. So I could understand that. So I wouldn't really say I would tear down the place or I wouldn't wish ill will upon them.
Hmm.
This one, this from Melanie Rodriguez. Also, the first guy's name was Homie Joe Durame.
Okay.
This one's Melanie Rodriguez. She said, I come here all the time. And when I tell you I was disrespected, I was disrespected. I literally watched an employee make herself a burrito and we were not helped. She clocked out and I was so frustrated because they literally didn't even acknowledge that we were standing there. Then she said, we're only doing drive-through. I'll be right with you. Nobody helped us or even wanted to.
They have a drive-through?
Oh, I know this is Baker's.
Oh,
Yeah. I forgot. Don't know why I didn't say that. And she said, I'll be right with you. I'll be taking somebody, I will be talking to someone's manager soon, or I'll be taking this to a higher authority.
take it to God, bro. Nah, I think that's really silly though, because if she was off the clock and made herself a lunch burrito,
Yeah, that shouldn't really be her
like that's
obligation.
not, yeah, it's
It's
not on her.
Baker's too.
And especially, I don't know what the fuck Baker's is. Maybe they don't either. I don't
Oh,
know.
it's a pretty, like, I would say it's not really the high-end type of dining. I would say it's like less than Jack in the Box.
Hmm.
So, like, I wouldn't really say the employees really
But
value.
it's franchises. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like one spot.
Mm.
It's pretty common, bro. Um, I don't know where the average viewer is from,
I'm from America.
but Abel lives in the IE,
Inland Empire.
the Inland Empire. Yeah, I had to teach you what that was. Um, and out here I see more bakers than I see McDonald's.
Yeah, there's like 6 bakers just in the area.
Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? We should go. And I looked it up and it looked fucking gross, dude. It looked really shitty. Like even the promotional
Mm.
pictures on the website looked bad.
And the thing with the thing with that is like it's really cultural here.
Mm,
Like in high school, I just went there for 1 year. When I was there, people would be like bringing back bakers for lunch. They would just have bags of bakers and their drinks and shit, and I'd just be like, that's kind of interesting. Like I don't see that, never saw that over there.
yeah.
And now I'm like looking at bakers, I'm like, that shit does not look good. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess it's I don't know if it's like a cultural thing. It's
Yeah,
just what's there, but
that's
it's just
true.
close by,
It could be
you
it.
know? But but yeah, like I remember working at the mall with food and if someone saw me like on my lunch, then I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking help them. Like, nah, I'm on lunch.
Yeah,
You know, and obviously people would get upset because they're like, oh, you work here, but it's my lunch. Like, you're legally given like
yeah, just
your
for a
lunch
reason.
break, you know? It's like a legal thing and you have to take it in most places, right? Um, but it's like I feel like if you haven't done like a service job,
Yeah,
you wouldn't get it,
that's true.
you
Yeah,
know? Because I get it. I'd be mad. So I don't get upset. If someone tells me, oh, I'm on break, I'm like, oh, okay, my bad.
yeah, and also it's like I feel like some people just have a certain sense of entitlement.
Yeah, yeah.
They feel like, oh, they deserve to just get it because
Mm-hmm.
like I'm here, I'm gonna pay for it, so why can't I just get the service? You know,
Yeah,
that's what they
yeah.
feel.
People don't really think that there's a fucking person
There's
on
a
the
whole
other side.
system.
You know,
Yeah,
like they don't, yeah, they just see him as like a corporate entity and not like a fucking high schooler working at
yeah,
at a
they just see
fucking
it as a
fast food spot.
person that's gonna give them their food. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
like hurry up, take my money and give me this.
Hmm. So I would disagree with that.
Yeah, and they ended it off by saying, "Do not come here." They had bad energy and their kitchen was dirty. They said they are kitchen was dirty.
Our kitchen is dirty.
Disgusting.
Bad energy though.
Yes, kind of weird.
Well, I don't know. I
Spiritual
feel like
person.
sometimes I pick up on shit like that. I've been noticing that sometimes like maybe it's not energy, but sometimes I'll just have like a bad
Bad
feeling
vibe.
that I can't explain about certain spots or certain things or
Certain
certain
spots. I
people.
feel like certain people make sense.
Um, like sometimes I'll be somewhere and I just feel uneasy. Like, oh,
Mm.
I can't really be here. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go home, or I'm just not gonna do this today, or
It's weird because this
whatever.
next review is about like similar to that.
Really?
Like it's not similar to that, but it's like you can relate to that.
Okay.
This is about Waba Grill.
Okay. Oh, I love the Whopper Grill.
Yeah,
Shout out
it's
to
the one
Whopper
right.
Grill.
It's the one where we went to.
Not sponsored, but I love the Whopper Grill.
We went there. I didn't really feel this about that place, but maybe I don't know. They said very scary feeling place. The ambience was super cramped, and I felt really bad energy from here.
The one we went to?
Yeah, the bowls you use. Wait, no, this isn't that place. I'm retarded. This is a Mongolian barbecue. It's on. Remember Stater Bros that we go to?
Oh yeah,
It's the
yeah.
one next to there.
Oh,
I forgot
that's why
about.
I was like, what?
Yeah, I was like, because then it just says the bowls you use were dirty and even had food pieces on the bowls, chunks of raw meat.
Oh,
The prices on Google are wrong also. It costs more here. It costs more than here the menu online. I don't think English was his first language.
maybe not.
Very
I don't
disappointing.
judge though because English is not my first language either.
Yeah, and it's not my parents. I'm just saying. I'm just making an observation.
No, no,
Yeah,
I'm not saying you making fun of him. I'm just saying that I don't make fun of him.
but yeah, they had a bad vibe about the Mongolian barbecue, which now I kind of understand because it does look kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a weird looking spot.
Yeah.
And just Mongolian barbecue spots in general have weird, like they're pretty cramped. And since you use like the communal bowl type thing,
Yeah.
because it's where you put all the raw meat and then they cook it in front of you. Have you
Oh
been
yeah.
to
I've never
Mongolian
been there.
spots? Okay, so I don't know if you ever saw the one at Cerritos Mall. It was like Genghis Khan or some shit.
Sounds familiar.
They would just have the big grill, and you'd go and you'd grab a bowl, and you'd grab just like cuts of meat and
Mm.
vegetables and shit, and it'd all be raw, it'd all be uncooked. So and you would just be in line, and you take it up to the I don't know if that's how it is over there, but it's every spot I've ever been
Mm.
to. You give it to the cook guy, and he cooks it up for you, and then he puts it on your back on your plate, now cooked.
Mm.
So yeah, you use the same fucking bowl as everyone does, unless you take out, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, I could see how it's really weird. Because you're all kind of cramped up in line and stuff
No,
like
that's
that
true. Yeah.
to get your food cooked. Um, yeah, that's it. That's really it.
This is another one for the same place from Carlos Mendez. If I can put an option For no stars, I would. This place is
You
horrible
probably
in
have
many
it.
ways. I was surprised how everything was there. I expected a great place to enjoy a great dinner and time with my family. You saw the spot. It doesn't look that great.
Well, the barbecue spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks kind of shady.
Yeah, it looks like if I ate there, I'd probably get sick,
Yeah,
but it'd be good, I think.
yeah, it'd be good in the moment.
Yeah.
But I made a wrong decision. Me and my family will never go back. The food was horrible, and the meat varieties, with spelled with the A, with the E instead of a A, so
Okay.
varieties.
Veritas.
Yeah, were limited. Also, the meat was frozen, not fresh. The grill area was dirty, and they rarely cleaned it, so our food had a bunch of bird pieces in our food. The food was dry and with no flavor. The service was extremely bad. My wife had to take out our leftover dishes that needed to be picked up to a worker so we can have space to eat on our table. Also, the worker assumed we were done and they gave us our check knowing we still wanted to order more drinks for us. Then he said, I urge whoever is reading this to not eat here. But he spelled urge with ERG.
I urge I urge you to not eat here.
That made me chuckle a bit. This one's quick. This one's for Jack in the Box. And it just said drive through order, horrible
Jack in the
sandwich
crack.
was what? What does that mean?
It's just what people call Jack in the Box, which
Oh,
never heard it.
no,
Oh,
never.
I've heard more than one person call it Jack in the Crack.
Why did they call it that?
'Cause it rhymes,
Oh, oh.
and it's kind of silly, I guess.
Okay, well, this guy got a sandwich. The sandwich was folded and not eatable. Looked like it was there the night before. Who gives you a sandwich to drive through with the sandwich being all folded? It's not a taco. Not cool. Better management on this place. Check the way you give your sandwiches. And he added a picture. The sandwich looks like it was fucking
Well,
scrunched
just
up.
screenshot it and send it to me
Yeah,
so I can put it up for everyone.
that's fucking funny.
Screenshot it right now.
I could
Did
just
you
send you the picture.
screenshot it right now or save it right now? Do it right now.
It's the picture's on my phone already.
Oh,
I'll just send it to you.
because you always forget to do shit like that, and then I just have to put Abel did not send me the picture
Oh yeah,
in the
I'm
video.
kind of slow. Okay, this is some Mexican food place.
Mm-hmm.
Do not come here.
Hold
Oh,
on,
is
I
it?
got a text.
Oh, okay.
Could be my mom. Oh, it was you. It was you. I'm stupid.
That's
It was
funny.
you sending me the picture.
Damn, bro. Council of Geniuses, bro. Oh shit.
Oh man.
Harriman Unit A said, "Do not come here.
What was
Worst
his
food
name?
I ever tested."
What was his name?
His
I ever tested.
name's Harriman.
Harriman Unit A.
We tried the menudo, pozole, and caldo de res. It was disgusting. Disgusting.
It was disgusting.
The caldo de res seems to have pork meat with eat like meat like nice to meet you.
No,
Also, the menu says jugo de naranja natural, but it's not.
it's not what. It's not orange juice.
But it says, but it's not. 30 minutes after eating, my stomach starting to hurt, and I got diarrhea. Don't come here. It reads like if they were typing it as my stomach starting to hurt, and I got diarrhea.
Maybe they did. Well, they said
Yeah,
my stomach is starting to hurt. So yeah,
yeah. So that's kind of funny.
that's fucking hilarious, bro. I just imagine that they're all mad. Like I'm gonna write a bad review, and then mid review, my stomach's starting to hurt.
And they're like, they want to go to the restroom, and I got diarrhea. This one's a long one. This is drama. This is the Wobble Girl. This is
Oh,
drama.
Wobble Grow,
We're getting tea from Wobble Girl.
tea.
Cause usually I go into like Google and I just like go to reviews
Hmm.
about the place, and then I go to 1 star and then I read those.
Yeah.
And then I got a whole big fucking thing, and I was like, why would they need to review Wobble
Oh,
Girl
big
like
fucking
this?
what?
Huh? No, like whole big fucking word paragraph thing. Like, look at that, bro. God damn.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty large. Yeah.
So, and
Above
I
average.
read it. Yeah, it's huge. I read it, and it was like, I was like, damn, this is drama. Like actual. Let me drink. Actual drama. The reason certain things on their menu are consistently unavailable is because they're always switching out their cashiers and only give them 3 days of training. and the way they teach you is not effective enough, constantly verbally degrading you and making fun of you for asking for help. When they're supposed to be teaching you, I started working there not so long ago,
Well,
and the manager's mom verbally harassed me the entire time I worked there
the
from the very
manager's
first day.
mom.
That was like kind of weird to me. Constantly degrading their new employees. Then she really kind of weird. I spoke to another young employee, Jen, who told me that when she started working there, they did the same, but to the point where she would leave work crying because of the bully. She also told me they did the same to another girl. She was about 17, I believe, and they bullied her to the point where she attempted to commit suicide.
Oh man,
That's
I don't think I
crazy.
would say that's weird.
Attempted to commit the wah, wah, wah. That's a very serious issue, and I should not be joking around about that. I know many people that are affected by that. I'm sorry. I'm kind of stupid.
Commit the wah wah wah.
Shit. I'm sorry. I wouldn't recommend searching for a job here to anyone. Not very friendly to their employees. We're supposed to work as a unit in the kitchen, but with all the harassment, it makes it very difficult to be able to feel like you can rely on your coworker to do what they're supposed to be doing. Never had to deal with any type of harassment in any work environment I've been in, of course, till now. So I'd say overall, the experience here was horrible. I would say it's pretty valuable 1-star opinion.
I don't think that applies to us though as customers.
Yeah, that was
Like,
the manager's mom degrading you was kind of crazy though. What's
yeah,
going
that's
on
really
with
weird.
it?
Maybe she worked there
Oh, maybe yeah.
and just was just an employee.
This is another Wubba Grill one. It says this Wanna Grill makes makes the food taste horrible. And then they even got the reply from the Wubba Girl. We appreciate you taking the time to reach out to us, Josie. They do not appreciate that fucking review, bro. We're disappointed to hear this and would love to connect with you. Please email us. That's kind of funny to me.
Because wanna grill.
All right. I don't know which establishment this is for, but it was a 1-star from. He doesn't have his name. It's an alias. SLL.
Maybe it's like maybe it's not an alias, maybe it's initials.
Yeah. Can't believe
An acronym perhaps.
this is kind of ironic, and this kind of goes along with people being dumb and kind of judging other people for being dumb when some people are just dumb.
Yeah.
Can't believe that is employees that dumb. Specifically when they just got out from school, they can't take a simple order. Probably that is the reason. Have little customers. And you put like a little like the looking up emoji like, oh,
uh
fucking silly boy.
the raisin, that's the raisin.
All right, from this is another Mexican spot from Martin Mendoza. Been eating burritos. I don't think I've ever had a bad one until today. First of all, how can you run out of menudo? Brushes all over the place. And birria. Second, the machaca burrito was bland. And the cheese you guys put on it, horrible. Government cheese tastes better.
What the fuck is government cheese?
You literally just put that at the lesson.
Maybe we're not on that shit, bro. Maybe we should get on government cheese.
That's the one I was
What
reading.
does that mean,
We were
bro?
sitting in the living room and I read that shit. I was already like finished and I was just kept scrolling and I saw that shit and I just fucking died,
Fuck is
bro.
government cheese?
Government cheese. That's funny. But that's the end of my reviews. But
But I mean, running out of stuff makes sense, bro. Like they're not gonna have unlimited fucking menudo, bro.
yeah, that was just kind of weird because he was just like, been eating burritos, period. I don't think I ever had a bad one until today. Dot dot. First of all, how can you run out of menudo?
Yeah.
And then, period. And birria, period. Second, the machaca burrito was bland, period. And the cheese you guys put on it, period. Horrible, period. Government cheese tastes better.
Oh, that reminds me of that one time, I think it was twice, bro, that my parents went to the Dunkin' Donuts
Mm.
that's like probably like 2 blocks away, and they were out of fucking donuts. For like everything, bro. Like they had no fucking donuts up on
No
the spot,
dough.
bro. And I remember my dad, I asked him like, what do you mean they didn't have like a certain type? He was
Yeah.
like, no, like he went in, right? Maybe the drive-through because they have a drive-through.
Mm.
And he's like, oh, can I get like a dozen glazed? And they're like, oh, we don't have glazed. And then he's like, can I get a dozen this? And he's like, oh, we don't have this. Can I get? He's like, what the fuck do you have? He's like, we don't have any donuts. We're all
Why
out.
don't you just say that, bro? Goddamn.
And that shit happened twice. That my parents went and they didn't have fucking nothing.
Damn, we just have a Dunkin' today,
They're
bro.
just yeah. We're just dunking today, bro.
That's funny.
Yeah, dunking my balls in your mouth.
Oh, no.
That's not the video. I just wanted to say it to you.
That's pretty funny to me. And how just the just a lot of silly stuff in reviews. That's why I like looking at it because you kind of learn more about the person themselves than
Hmm.
the stuff they're reviewing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of silly to me. I there's like the thing is that so interesting to me about reviews is there's reviews on everything too. Like I don't really look into it that much because I have to look into different sites and shit, but I could.
Uh,
And there's like reviews for every Walmart product, every just everything. And I feel like it could be kind of silly to look into,
yeah, it could be.
like different products and shit. Like I've seen one where people are like reviewing sex toys, and it's like a really common thing people like make fun of. 'Cause there's one like called a cock extender. It's like a little like thing sleeve you put on, and it's like 2 inches adds 2 inches to it, and a lot of like the little what is it called reviews are like this gives me the extra inches I lacked and stuff like that. It's just like stuff basic
Yeah,
stuff, but it sounds kind of silly,
yeah.
or like this was too big, or like this is too big, and the stuff doesn't even feel that good. Also, the material is trash. Me and my wife are not pleased. We'll be throwing this out as soon as we can, stuff like that. Or one that said return this immediately. And it's like, bro, you used it, bro. Like, why are you returning that? It's just a bunch of like weird stuff like that.
That one reminds me, bro. I think this has got to be a joke. There's no way this is real. I hope it's not real.
Mm.
But there's this thing that they sell online where you make a mold of your member,
Oh yeah, yeah.
right? And and this guy said that some girl was like she couldn't accept it into her mouth because she would choke,
Mm.
right? And this guy, he's like, I bought this and I made a mold of mine and throated mine to see if she was lying, and I didn't even choke. That bitch lied.
That's funny.
And I appreciate stuff like that because it's funny. It's really funny, bro.
That is pretty silly actually.
Yeah, that was all I had to say. It was funny.
Or like some of them are like,
That's a joke, I think. It could be real. Like obviously it could be, but
yeah,
I would just like to think that it's fake.
that's true. Yeah. Fuck, that was one that was also funny. I saw. Um, mm, fuck, it was a certain product. Whatever, something important. That's basically all I had to say. Okay,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it's really funny though because a lot of people are fucking dumb, bro. And they just kind of exist.
Yeah,
Like we see them as like weird people leaving comments, bro.
yeah, and it's just kind of like hard to like fathom that they're real people that actually
Yeah.
just do shit.
And okay. But other people would see them as like a parent, bro, or like a
Yeah,
friend, a coworker, maybe even a boss, probably not a boss.
hopefully not.
Um, but yeah, it's like people are fucking dumb, bro. And I feel like we know people are dumb, but we don't know that
It's such a
people are dumb, you know? Like we
yeah.
don't think about it. Like that's so a
Everybody,
person.
yeah, like the thing you kind of realize growing up is like everybody has their own lives and shit like that. But then you're like kind of like look even deeper into them. You're like, some people are fucking stupid, and they're how can they do all this being that stupid? Like, how
Yeah.
what's their life like?
Like I never really thought about that until you told me about it today. You know, like obviously I know
Yeah,
people are dumb, but it's similar to when I told you that when the first time it hit me that people have lives, which sounds like a
yeah.
really stupid thing to say, but you never think about it.
Hmm.
And then I was like, yo, shit, like people have fucking lives. Like this person goes home to like a family or
Hmm.
what maybe themselves. But they have aspirations and shit like and thoughts. Um, but yeah, like some people are like stupid and still have lives and families and shit. And they just kind of live their day-to-day life being stupid, like really like I don't think
Yeah.
I'm a genius,
Hmm.
you know? Like no, I think I am a genius actually. Um, but there's people out there who are like really fucking dumb. Like there's people who don't know how to read,
Yeah.
who just live life. You know, shit like that.
Yeah, even just like that's also because you were never taught, but just people that are like slow. I
Yeah, there's people who like struggle to read.
Yeah, or like people that are just like don't really pick up on things fast enough,
Uh-huh.
or like they're just
I'm
not
getting
really
a phone call, so it would be my
smart.
mom. You were saying? What was I saying?
I think you were saying, or was I saying super sick? No, I don't know why I'm retarded. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, I don't know why though.
No,
Yeah. So we can't know why. We said
it's kind of hard to like put yourself in other people's mind too, and like figure out why they're so dumb
yeah,
sometimes.
that's true, bro. That's really true. Like maybe it's like an accident from like a small age.
Yeah, bro. I just mean like in general, like how do you could go like how do you not understand this, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's true. So, yeah, I struggle to see when like trying to explain something to someone
Mm,
and they just don't get it, and I'm like, how the fuck don't you get it? Like, because sometimes shit just clicks to you,
yeah,
and then you try to tell them like, oh, this is what like made me realize it, right? But they don't get it, and like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you
yeah.
then. Like, I don't know. I don't know how the fuck. I don't know how you don't get understand.
Yeah, that kind of
Yeah.
plays different into like why people think they're smarter than some people think they're smarter than they are. Some people think they're dumber than they are just because everybody thinks differently. And
Hmm.
I feel like as long as you're open, you're good. You're open to like information and like of other people's opinions and shit like that. Like just
Yeah.
being open to learn, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because a lot of people are closed-minded and they're just like, that doesn't make sense. So I'm not gonna think about that. Or like, I'm right, bro. Like, well, I don't need that in my mind. Like, I don't need that in my brain, shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like we're getting to the point where maybe not everybody, but we're starting to see more people like free thinking, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, but like I saw a TikTok about like some person posting like there's like been a lot of like I want to say super masculine relationship, like masculine role in relationships,
Hmm.
like especially from like Mexican parents. Well, just from what I see because I'm Mexican, but like where the dad is like super masculine and macho and shit like that,
Yeah.
and like now it's starting to like chill out more because people are actually starting to think and being like, I don't need to be like that.
Hmm.
Obviously like you can be a man and shit, but you don't have to be like you don't have to not show love to your kids and shit like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Like they're
Mhm.
starting to, you know,
Well, I guess
stray
just
away from
break
just
down
conforming.
like norms, bro.
Yeah, they're starting to like conform less and think more about like what do I want to
Live
do?
less traditionally
Yeah,
type shit.
and I feel
Yeah.
like some of that's good to an extent, but like also a lot of the time that turns into its own tradition of trying to break norms. So the point where you're just breaking shit just to break it.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm just gonna be different for the sake of being different.
Yeah, instead of just like thinking about shit like,
Like, oh, maybe this does make sense. Maybe they're
yeah,
like this for a reason. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know where I was going with that, but it just kind of answered my head. How like there's starting to be more like people thinking about what they're doing more instead of just conforming. Or at
Mhm.
least I'm starting to see it more. So
Yeah.
that's good. Because I know I want to, that's what that's the ideal thing for me. Is kind of just doing what I think is right and just going along with that.
No, I think you should be more open, bro.
I mean, yeah, but like I'm just saying like what I think is right because I already feel like I'm an open person. So I'm kind of open to what I think is right. If that makes sense. I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, you're gender non-conforming, right?
What the heck, man? I feel like I'm open to people's what they have to say. And I'm kind of like, I try my best to understand where people come from,
Mm.
if that makes sense.
I feel like I try to, but sometimes I'm like, okay, this person's dumb. I'm just not gonna do that.
I feel like, yeah, I kind of, my circle isn't really big. So I find it easier to do that because I kind of surround myself with people that aren't really like,
Mhm.
that don't really have bad intentions either.
Yeah.
So I kind of have more patience with being like open with them. So
Well, you never know if someone has bad intentions.
I guess, yeah, but like you can kind of like,
Like
to
you
an
never
extent, you
really, like
see,
you never really know someone.
yeah, not really deep, but like to an extent, you kind of see like, you could kind of understand why, oh, maybe this person is like, they're being angry and they're being like they're very like irritated and shit like that.
But
But you
they
could
lean towards good.
yeah, and they're like for example with parents, they're yelling at me and shit like for and I in my eyes I didn't really do anything wrong. But if you look in their like shoes, they're irritated because they're stressed out, shit like that, and they're kind
Mm.
of like reacting emotionally.
Yeah, like they're not just angry people.
Yeah, they're not like being mad at you because you're fucking try you because you deserve it in their eyes.
Hmm.
They're just like kind of like letting off their emotions and shit
Yeah,
like
well, in our experiences, because
that.
there
Yeah.
are people who deal with people who are like that.
Yeah, it's just like I was just like giving an example.
Yeah,
Like I think if a lot of people couldn't like just take into account more, just
Hmm.
like what people instead of just giving it straight bad faith, I'll give it like good, like interested with more good faith. My mom's calling me. Hold on. Hello? ¿Ah? ¿Por qué? ¿La parqueo al lado de... Ah, enfrente del vecino derecho. Enfrente de los vecinos derecho. ¿De qué hacemos la casa? No. Ahorita vemos, a ver si ahorita vemos cómo entramos. Bye. Bye bye. I guess que vamos. Oh,
Well,
she was just checking where your car was because she said she heard noises. I should just making sure everything was good. But she said, yes, all good.
so, I hope everything's good.
Yeah, she's just making sure. And, oh yeah, because you hear the crane thing? That sounds like a tow truck thing.
Oh,
I
okay.
guess she's just making sure because of that. Oh yeah, just going into stuff with more good faith and just, I don't know. I feel like that's a really big thing because a lot of the time people are really negative and they
Mhm.
expect other people to be negative towards them.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the other way because I feel like I'm really positive.
Mm,
Like a lot of people say I'm like think I'm negative
mm.
because I'm like serious and shit all the time, but like I'm genuinely like a I'll say I'm a happy person,
Yeah,
bro,
like a go
and
happy go
positive.
lucky.
Yeah, and I feel like I try so hard to see positivity in other people
Yeah,
that like to a fault sometimes because sometimes like I don't really expect people
do you dirty.
to do me dirty and
Mm.
to not try to do good,
Yeah, I
and
see that.
and it
I've seen
catches
that
me
in you as
like
well.
really off guard sometimes. I'm like, damn, like.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah, like I want to do that. Like even to like a random person,
Yeah,
like I'm like I want to do that shit. So it's like a fog, you know. Sometimes you gotta really think, like be realistic and shit.
yeah. It's a it's a good way to find a balance, you know? It's a good to find a
Yeah,
balance.
but I feel like sometimes I'm like super like aware of stuff. Like I always be
Mm,
like I always see like personal relationships. I'm not like thinking people are gonna do me wrong,
mm,
but in like life settings, like I'm always like vigilant and paying attention. Like I remember
mm,
yesterday, I was driving home from the mall, and I take a really weird way home
mm,
where I avoid a lot of traffic lights.
mm.
'Cause it's just faster.
Yeah.
Um, and, oh, cause it's my route home
Mm,
from work.
yeah.
So I take that way home, and I thought a car was following me, cause they were just behind me for
Extended period of time.
like 5 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
And I turned into a residential, cause that's just to avoid the traffic lights, right?
Mm,
Turn into a residential, and they turn in with me, and I'm like, holy shit, like, what's up with that?
mm,
And I'm like, fuck, I'm being followed. And I turned left
mm,
onto like another smaller residential, and they didn't. I was like, all right, I'm fine. And I remember I was telling my girlfriend, and she's like, I like that you're always like thinking, like you're
mm.
always aware, like you're always like paying attention, shit
Yeah.
like that. You're always careful. And I'm like, yeah, I guess it's good, but I feel like sometimes it's like for nothing.
Yeah, it can be good and it can be bad. I feel like,
Yeah, like I feel like it's more good than bad.
yeah,
So I
because,
think they could have been following me, and I could have
yeah.
just led them to my house. Um, or sometimes when cars stop in front of me, I stop a little bit further behind than I should.
Mm,
In case something happens, I have room to get out,
yeah, sure,
right?
yeah.
And I've never had to do that,
But it's just a
but
precaution.
it's a precaution, yeah. Oh, like here, like one time I was turning into your street, and there was a car idling on this side
Mm,
and a car in front of me. So one car's facing this way,
mm,
and we were going straight. So there was a car with their like hazard lights or whatever the fuck, and the car in front of me like kind of stopped, and I was like,
mm,
"What the fuck's about to happen, bro?" Like I was so concerned that like if they were gonna get out and try to like rob me or fucking do some shit, and nothing fucking happened. Like he was just waiting for something to pass. But I'm always thinking about shit like that.
mm. Yeah, I would say a lot of, I feel similar in certain times. We just kind of like think about a lot of possibilities and you just sort of like feel ready for them.
Yeah,
Try to like mentally prepare yourself for that,
yeah. But
to
I feel
like
like
deal with that.
generally when I meet people, like I assume good in them.
Yeah, I feel the same way. And I feel like to
Like
it,
a cheese, bro.
if it's too much though, like you said, you can't really get taken advantage of though.
Hmm.
Because then you just nice to a fault and people kind of just walk over that. They kind of just take advantage of that and they feel like they could treat you however.
Yeah, yeah.
So that kind of sucks too. But I think that kind of like got me interested in what you said too was like how much awareness is good. Because like I feel like I'm pretty aware, and it's pretty good because you can realize when people are like, you kind of like you're more open to shit, and you kind of realize why stuff kind of happens, you know?
Mm.
So you're more like you're able to deal with it in a different way than just like emotionally, just full on emotionals.
Yeah.
But also it's like that one thing where it's like ignorance is bliss. I feel like that also plays a part in
Yeah,
it.
sometimes I feel like mainly with like conspiracies and shit like that,
Hmm.
bro. I feel like I think about it so much that I'm just like, fuck, like my mom doesn't think about this and
Mm,
she just doesn't care. She watches the news and she's like, oh man, you know?
that's crazy.
Yeah. Um, but I'm there like, yo, like what the fuck are they planning, bro?
Mm,
What are they plotting, bro? And it's just bad, bro, because I'm not gonna be able to do anything about it. Obviously, like if it's government Illuminati shit, like
yeah.
I can't do anything. I'm just knowing about it, theoretically, if it's real.
Mm,
And my mom, she's just watching shit happen. It's like, oh,
yeah. You guys are both doing the same thing, just one's not worrying about it. So you kind
yeah,
of see it from that way too.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it as well. How do you feel though? Like, if you had the chance to be smarter, would you take it?
To be smarter,
Yeah.
I don't think I can get any smarter.
But like, there's like a big question of like, would you rather gain more like strength or like more intelligence?
Physical strength
Yeah,
or
physical strength.
intelligence? I can gain physical strength
Like,
naturally.
either like unnatural intelligence, like more than like 0.0001% like intelligence,
Hmm.
or like super like like Olympic level strength.
I don't know what the fuck I'd do with Olympic level strength.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'd
I feel
probably
like
look
it'd be kind
really
of cool.
weird. I feel
No,
like I'd
not
look weird.
no, just like you would look normal. Just you just gain the strength.
Oh, then that wouldn't be cool.
That would be cool. I feel like that'd be kind of cool because you could
No, because
like,
who would know?
I mean, you could help people, like your girlfriend. Like,
Do
oh,
what?
you need to move this like boulder,
Oh yeah, yeah.
or like you could like, I don't know. I feel like there could be such situations like defending yourself from other people.
Hmm.
You could like join fighting stuff and get a lot of money. That's
No, I feel like I'd rather be super smart because then I could just invent stuff and get money.
well, I mean that, but like also I feel like I wouldn't really want to change my brain. Like I like who I am as a person right now.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess so.
I see it from that way. Like I don't really want to like if I'm smarter, I don't really want to be super like smarter. Like obviously I want to gain knowledge, but I don't really want to change my way even more. Like I don't want to change the way I think.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess if yeah, I'd probably when you say it like that, I'd probably pick the strength.
Yeah, because like I don't know, I feel like too much knowledge. I feel like people would just be miserable because you're always just gonna be looking down on people's
Hmm.
brains.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel like
true.
now I feel like I'm on at least equal footing with people.
Yeah, now I'd just be looking down at people because they're weaker, bro.
Yeah,
They wouldn't even know.
exactly. No one would
You know, like
know.
I'd walk up to like some who's a super strong guy, Mark Henry.
John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena. I'd walk up to John Cena and I'd be like, look at this guy.
And he would be like, "What you laughing at me?
I'd be like,
Look at this schmuck."
this chump, and you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, but
And then I would do like some crazy feat of strength in front of him.
for real, like crushing a can, but like from the long way, like this.
Well, I was gonna say like pick up a car or something.
Or
I guess I could crush a can.
like bending your bone. No, that would. Never mind. That's bad.
I mean, I could do that.
Look, look.
Hey, Mr. Cena, look. I don't think it'd bend. It would just fucking break,
Yeah.
stupid. They're not bendable.
I mean, some cartilage. Wait, that's
It's
cartilage.
cartilage, dummy. Bones are rigid.
That's
They
true,
don't
yeah.
bend.
But like, I don't know. I feel like I think about that too. Or
You're an
like
idiot.
another thing I think about is like regret.
Maybe you should take the intestines.
Yeah. Another thing I think about is regret.
Hmm.
And do you have any like regrets in your life?
Like serious ones?
Yeah, serious regrets.
No, I don't think so. Well, I think I touched up on this last week. Where I said that I like that I've done really dumb stuff.
Mm.
So that then I'm like,
Mm.
okay, like don't do that again, buddy.
Yeah, I feel like everything you do kind of has a purpose.
Hmm.
And also with regrets, everything you did led you to this moment where you are right now.
Yeah.
And if you like, I feel like if you're content where you are right now and like with how you are as a person and the relationship you have, I feel like the regret kind of goes away, if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
like I feel
At least for me.
well, I feel like my regret, yeah, I guess it went away because obviously there's things that I regret at the time.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, oh, like I say for example, not yeah, like oh this girl I was talking to and like oh I messed it up,
Mm,
you
yeah, I
know?
can
And
see
at the
that.
time I was like, fuck. I really liked her. But, you know,
Yeah,
if I didn't fuck up, I wouldn't be with my girlfriend now.
yeah, and now you prefer your girlfriend now than any of the people you had before.
Yeah,
So
exactly. That's yeah. Um, and yeah, just shit like that. That's like it's taught me stuff because I feel like if everything just goes good, then
you never learn.
yeah, you never learn anything. It's like they say you learn more from losing than winning.
Yeah, that's kind of like the mentality with like spoiled kids too.
Yeah.
You're always given everything. So once you get put out there, you expect everything as well.
Hmm.
So you're not really able to like do anything to get shit yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I kind of thought about the regret thing, and I was like, yeah, because in the moment I'd be like, oh, I said this fucking cringe ass thing, or like this person like disliked me, and I kind of feel weird about it, or just like regrets like that, and I'd be like, in the moment I would look back and I would cringe, and I'd be like, oh, that's kind of like, but now it's more funny to me, like, oh,
Hmm.
I was fucking stupid and shit like that. But yeah, it's interesting how regret works and shit like that, and just how mind stuff works. I like thinking about like stuff like that, like deeper stuff,
You like
even
deeper
though,
stuff, maybe?
like deeper mind stuff. I think I'm done with what I have to say though.
All right.
I'm just yapping at this point.
All right. We'll just call it here then. Thanks
Cause
for watching. If you made it here, my parents are upset and called me,
my parents
and I live an hour away.
is not that upset yet, but
Um,
she called me.
well, yeah. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I
Thank you.
love you,
That's really nice of you to make
and I
it
will
this far.
kiss you. Uh,
Thank you.
not you, Abel.
Uh, I,
That kiss is for everyone except Abel.
I meant like thank you to like the audience for staying with
Okay,
us as
yeah, it
well.
better be.
Thank you guys.
If yeah, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, leave a funny emoji. Leave your favorite emoji.
Mine's just a cat emoji that goes like this.
Well, I've been using that one a lot, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a favorite one. Maybe I've been using the smiling devil a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been using that one a lot. Um, that one,
I like the skull emoji too.
the one I really like is the one with the eyes are like spirals.
I don't really use that one.
I use that one a lot. I'm like, oh shit. Like,
What context do you use that one?
um, when I find some shit like I don't know actually, dude. I just use it all the time. Like I don't know how to
You
explain
got an
it.
example?
Yeah, I probably can find it. No, I guess just when I think some shit it's weird or when it's like I don't fucking know, dude. I can't read this. I just fucking use it. I just feel like it fits. Like
Mm,
sometimes I don't like sending stuff without an emoji because it sounds mean sometimes.
mm,
And then sometimes my girl is like, "Are you okay?
mm.
Are you upset?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah, the
Uh,
girlfriend's
she
overthinking.
tells me a lot actually. She's like, "I don't know in what tone you said this in."
Yeah, that's in Texas really hard.
And then I'm like, "Oh, like, do you want me to fucking like send you a voice memo like how I meant it or something?" And then or sometimes when we hang out, she's like, "Oh, when you said this, like." How did you think it?
Mm,
Like, how did you say it? Because sometimes I'm like, oh, okay. But she's like, did you mean, oh, okay. Or did you mean, oh, okay. Or,
mm.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? And it makes sense. Like, I see
Yeah, I
it.
think about that when I send it too, so I kind of like try to like cater as much as possible.
And she's asked me, she's like, do you think of stuff like that when you read text? I'm like, no.
For me, I kind of
I
like
just fucking read them.
not when I read them, but when I send them, I try to like take the other person's like reaction into my text into account,
Mm.
if that makes sense. Because when I read them, I'm just like I kind of just take them like as I think I take them, and if
Yeah, I feel like I just take it at face
yeah,
value. Like, if someone says, like, LOL, like, okay, it was funny. Like,
yeah.
but sometimes she's like, oh, you said LOL, like, are you mad? I'm
Mm.
like, what?
Laughing out loud.
Yeah, just feel like that, like, cause I guess it's just like a throwaway message sometimes.
Mm.
But yeah, she asked me that shit a lot, so I try using emojis, but I feel like that's just an emoji that fits with how I feel
Mm.
sometimes.
Feeling wonky right now.
Yeah, yeah. When I think something's weird or something that I don't like, um,
I think you used it when
or
you said
just
I'm sick.
displeasure, just
Something about talking
displeasure.
about your sickness. You were like, you said you put like, oh, have a bad headache or something, and you put that emoji.
Maybe I did. Yeah,
Sounds
it was
familiar.
just displeasure.
Mm.
Like it wouldn't be like disliking something or like angry,
Angry.
but it'd be like yeah, probably just displeasure or something weird. That's how I use it, anyways. But yeah, let us know what's your favorite emoji. Leave it in the comment section. and I'll see you guys next week.